What's up, guys? So today we're going to be talking a little bit about Frogman, and we're also going to be talking about the hand. And there you see a couple of my hand ninjas. We'll also be talking about a couple of ways to display the hand, and also getting into the Spider-Ham and Gwen Stacy that you see there from the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure, which we're also going to talk about. So stay tuned. This is the episode on Frogman, the hand, Gwen Stacy, and the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure. Alright guys, so the first figure I want to get into today is the Red Hand Ninja. And of course here you see the sword. That sword right there that he's holding is a little bit different from the other hand ninjas that we have received before by Hasbro. This sword is called the Ninjato, and then the other weapon that you see there that kind of looks like an axe is the Kama. The Kama is also a very common weapon among ninjas, and the Ninjato as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and mention those names for those weapons. And then getting directly into the head sculpt, just a really cool head sculpt, like the face covering that you see there, all the way up to the nose. And then the eyes are green, and you get a little bit more of that face covering on the very top as well. The only portion that you see there is the eyes, and then you have the hood, the red hood that goes over the head sculpt. And if you notice, he comes with a lot of different accessories. Of course, aside from the weapons, has that really cool belt buckle that you see there that goes across the chest. But the belt buckle, if you notice in the back, this time around, it's for one sword that you see there. So that's a cool compartment, obviously, for the sword, for the Ninjato that he's holding. And then you get a couple of different things. There you see a little bit of that black around the arm. And you see that over here as well, kind of like a little rope tie. And then, of course, the black belt that you see there. Most of the whole suit is red, but you do get a little bit of that burgundy as far as the face mask, and a little bit on the wrist there. There you see on the forearms, you get a little bit more of that burgundy as well. And the boots, really cool boots. I like how they did that division there on the foot to make it look more like that hand ninja. And you also get kind of like a little bit of stitching there at the bottom of the red. So not bad, really cool. Then it has a lot of cool flexibility there. You see in the mid torso, you can definitely move that around. And also really cool posable figure there. There you see it in its stance. Comes with the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure legs, and there you see the massive legs for Stilt-Man. So I'm assuming that, of course, the more hand ninjas you get, the bigger you can make Stilt-Man, obviously, because of the legs. You could definitely take out that bottom peg, but we'll talk about that in a minute. And it comes with two of those claw hands, those semi-open hands that you see there. Comes with another Kama, so if you wanted to go ahead and just put them with the two Kama weapons, you can. And then, of course, one sword that gets placed into that back compartment that I was showing you guys. And also, he does have a stand. This, I believe, is for the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure, that stand that you see there. So you can actually place Stilt-Man on that stand. Just wanted to go ahead and mention that he also comes with that. So this hand ninja, just so many things you can do with hand ninjas. Hand ninjas are just a real cool group. And if you guys haven't seen the video on Hydra and Shield, the hand ninjas are just also so massive. You can do a really cool display with that army. And there you see a display real quick with my hand ninjas and Silver Samurai. And there you have my Ninja Wolverine. Also, you have a couple of hand ninjas over here. These are the older hand ninjas that you're looking at there. And I just wanted to go ahead and show that. They come in that double box set with, I'm not sure if it was Dun Dun Dugan or Nick Fury, but either or, it's definitely one of those. And then here you have a couple more of my hand ninjas. Of course, not counting the one that I just took out of the box. So just wanted to show that you can display them however you want. You could definitely display them going up against the defenders. If you have the Netflix defenders, you can definitely do that. Or you could just put the hand ninjas to go up against this guy right here, Wolverine. And that's the Cowboy Wolverine. He does come with a sword though, so you might want to do something with that. And then of course you see that hand ninja on the side there. So you can do just a lot of different things. And I just wanted to show you a couple of the displays that I did real quick with the hand ninjas, because there's so many things you can do with these guys. And I still really like the old school hand ninjas that come with the sword, and they also come with the nunchuck that you see there. So I just wanted to go ahead and mention that. But these hand ninjas are just so cool. And you could pretty much do any kind of setup with them, and really put anyone to lead them as well, whether it's Elektra or Typhoid Mary, or even, of course, Silver Samurai. So you can have pretty much any of these people lead the hand ninjas, including, of course, a couple other interesting characters. But let's go ahead and get into the next character. Alright guys, so the next figure I want to get into is Frogman. But before I get into Frogman, just wanted to mention he's going to go really cool in a scenario with, of course, White Rabbit and Spider-Man that you see over here, because as you guys know, Frogman has made a lot of appearances in Spider-Man comics. And also wish that this wave would have dropped a Toad. That would have been really epic, especially to put Toad up against Frogman. That would look epic. But just wanted to go ahead and show what this Frogman looks like. Here you see the cool head sculpt, and of course that's more like a helmet of the frog that you see there on Frogman. And of course you notice the neon green eyes there, and then of course you get a little bit of that nose there. But inside the head sculpt, you get actual Frogman in there. Of course, there you see the black head sculpt with the white eyes. And then on the bulk of the uniform, you kind of get that leafy green lining. You get that black lining, but you know it's almost like a leafy lining there that you see. So just wanted to go ahead and show that as well. And then you have some neon green boots, and there on the very bottom you see the fins and more of that black lining going all the way up again. Of course here you also notice that there's a strap at the center of the chest, and that belt strap that you see there is for the backpack that's in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that around in a minute. And the gloves are neon green. You get 2 interchangeable hands. You get 2 closed fists, 2 open hands. Let me go ahead and show that real quick. There you see the closed fists and the open hands. So you do have some interchangeable parts. I'm going to go ahead and turn them around so you guys can get a better look at the backpack real quick. And there you see the backpack to Frogman. Just really neat looking backpack. And then on the very top, you get a couple of those buttons there. So just wanted to go ahead and show that. And then from the side, you can tell that that belt strap that goes across the center of the chest is holding it. There are 2 ports in the back that the actual backpack gets plugged into. So I just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And then on the head sculpt here, you see a little bit more of that cool helmet, that frog helmet there. You can tell by the very bottom of it. Let me go ahead and turn him around. And so, yeah, this is Frogman. Frogman's been part of the comics for a while. He's actually an old character in the comic books. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that. He does come with the Stilt-Man left arm that you see there, and that gun to Stilt-Man with the interchangeable hand. So just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that as well. And this is Marvel's Frogman from the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure wave. Alright guys, so the next figure I want to get into is Spider-Gwen, or Gwen Stacy. And of course you can tell here you get that Into the Spider-Verse animated look on the head sculpt, like what they did with the hair. Of course there you get that long hair on that side and the shorter hair on the opposite side. So just a real cool cartoon look to the animated series Into the Spider-Verse for this head sculpt, and they did an epic job with it. Also wanted to show you guys a little bit of that pink and white that you see there on the arm, on the inside of the arm there. You get a little bit of that pink with that web lining there, almost like a neon blue web lining. You also see it on the opposite side, so just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And then of course you have the white hoodie with the pink on the inside of that hood. And then you get a little bit of that black and white on the main scale there with the kind of like ballerina slippers that you see, and those are a neon blue. So not bad. Does come with Spider Ham or Spider Pig, however you want to call them. Came out in the Into the Spider-Verse, of course, same kind of look from the Into the Spider-Verse cartoon. And then here you get an extra head sculpt and 2 interchangeable hands. These are the web slinging hands that we're looking at, and you get the torso to the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure that you see there. So just want to go ahead and show that. I'm going to go ahead and interchange the head sculpts so you guys can get a better look of how Spider-Gwen looks like. Alright guys, so this is what Gwen Stacy looks like with the Spider-Gwen head sculpt that you see there, and really like the head sculpt. You get to see a little bit more of that hood now. On the outer part there, you see a little bit of that pink with the neon blue web lining, and then of course the Spider-Gwen head sculpt, all white, but around the eyes you get that pink lining there. So just a really neat look, and of course the hoodie matches with the outfit. As you can tell there, you get a little bit more of that pink and neon blue on the inner portion of the arms. So just wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. And this is Spider-Gwen from Into the Spider-Verse. Alright guys, so here you have my Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure, and I just wanted to show a couple of the things that this Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure comes with. Of course, it comes with a cool pistol there. And then he has the briefcase full of money. Just wanted to go ahead and show that as well. And also that briefcase does open up, so just wanted to mention that. One thing that I found about the Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure that was a little bit difficult was the head sculpt. Not really that the head sculpt doesn't have good range. It's just when you put that back piece on, it makes it really difficult for the head sculpt to move around. Also, if you notice, that small circular portion right there in the front kind of blocks the head sculpt from moving the way you want it to move, or position it the way you want to position it. So it's really, really difficult to do that. Another thing that I noticed was that even though it looks really cool, this back portion looks really epic, as you guys can tell. I just want to show that off. There you see that back piece, and of course really nice back portion there, but the very top portion, you got to kind of keep the head sculpt out if you want to move it a bit, because sometimes those antennas that you see on the ears go into that back portion, and of course they bend the antennas a bit and stuff like that. But these are a couple of the things that I was noticing as I was putting it together. And then you notice some cool compartments on the belt there, so just wanted to show that. And the legs, of course, the ginormous legs that you see there, these legs are extremely cool because there's a couple of things you could do with them, believe it or not. If you take off a portion of the legs, like the very bottom of the legs, they're like these pegs, right? So once you take them off, if you got a couple of hand ninjas, you can make Stilt-Man extremely tall. I'm talking about maybe 3 feet, you know, tall, or even more based on how many hand ninjas you have, because the hand ninjas are the ones that come with the leg pieces. So you could definitely take off that bottom portion and just keep on building all the way up. So that is a cool feature also to this Stilt-Man, because he could literally be one of the largest Build-A-Figures ever. So just wanted to go ahead and mention that. And then he does come with a stand. The reason for this is because it is a little bit difficult to stand. If you notice, without the stand, he sometimes kind of like falls back a bit. It's just, I guess, the way the proportions are on the legs and the upper torso. It's just a little bit difficult to stand. Of course, I'm pretty sure you could get it to stand with just one layer of legs like you see here. But if you do have multiple layers, it might be a lot more difficult to stand and pose and so forth. So these are a couple of the things that I wanted to mention. But nevertheless, the Stilt-Man head sculpt does give you a little bit of an Ant-Man vibe. Really neat though. Like what they did with the head sculpt. And there you see a little bit of that lining on the very top. You see kind of like that indentation on the top of the head sculpt. And then you get the white eyes. Kind of like a little smirk to the Stilt-Man that you see there. And just a really neat figure. The full scale of this figure mainly is a silver color, as you guys can tell, all silver. And then he has two open hands. The reason why I put two open hands on this Stilt-Man is so he can hold the pistol and the suitcase with money. However, he does come with two interchangeable hands, and you have the two closed hands there. Just in case you wanted to switch them up, you guys can do that as well. However, I do like the position that he's in right now with the two open hands and the two accessories that he's holding, such as the pistol and the briefcase. So I think I'll probably leave him like this. But just wanted to go ahead and show off this Stilt-Man Build-A-Figure by Marvel Legends Hasbro. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode, and of course I wanted to give you one last look of my hand ninjas with Silver Samurai and Wolverine. And then, of course, just another shot real quick. I'll put up my Daredevil against that Stilt-Man that you see there, because obviously in the comic books, Daredevil has gone up against Stilt-Man. And here, of course, you see my hand ninjas in full effect, with, of course, Gwen Stacy back there, or Spider-Gwen, and Spider-Ham. And then here, my Frogman with my White Rabbit and Spider-Man. Definitely missing that Toad, man. But, of course, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please subscribe, hit that bell for the next notification, and definitely hit us with a like. I'm G Infinite. Peace out, YouTube.